Hello, RWorld, and welcome back to RWorldTalk. We have a really cool guest with us today, Miss Kasia Maslanka.
So
Welcome.
perfectly pronouncing it. Great job.
Well, we're both Polish. It's easy to pronounce Polish when you know Polish. So, Kasia, there's over 1.5 million realtors in the country, and you've been chosen as one of the finalists by the National Association of Realtors for the prestigious Good Neighbor Award. What does that award mean to you?
Speaking about putting some pressure on this question, thank you for that. It's just such an incredible recognition and a true honor, and a testament to my commitment to both of my profession and the commitment to the community I have. And it's just a highlight of the importance of not only helping individuals find their dream homes, but also the importance of taking care of the well-being of our communities that we all live in. And it's an amazing validation of the work that we have done as a nonprofit in our community for the past 13 years. And just a recognition and validation of my commitment to give back and making a difference for people. And I'm truly grateful for this acknowledgement. And it's just, to me, it motivates me to continue the good work for others and my philanthropic endeavors.
Okay, awesome. I mean, it's certainly, you're not doing these things for the recognition, but it's so nice when somebody actually recognizes that you're doing something good for the community. And I love to see realtors giving back. I mean, anything that we could do to give back to the communities that we serve. I always feel that the more that you put out into the world, the more that comes back to you, even though that's 100%. Not the reason that you're doing it.
100%.
So NAR's Good Neighbor Award recognizes realtors who significantly impact their communities through volunteer work. So let's talk about why you were chosen. You co-founded Morningday Community Solutions. Can you tell us a little bit about the organization and how you impact South Florida? Absolutely.
How much time do we have?
You've got all the time you need. People want to hear about this kind of stuff, so let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm happy to share. So I co-founded Morningday Community Solutions back in 2010 with my partner, Greg Bales. Back then, we were remodeling foreclosed properties and flipping them back on the market, and we would take 20% of the profit that we would make on the flip and contribute back to the community by finding a nonprofit that we can work with, and not necessarily giving them money, but doing some housing work for them. So we partner up with 4 kids back then that used to have 13 properties in Broward County, and they're our foster care agency. So we would do anything that was necessary for their housing, either it was a kitchen or a roof or a pool, anything. That was something that we were doing already for our for-profit business. So it was easy to use the money and put the work.
You would go in there and help them with the homes that they already had, renovating them so that the children had somewhere to live.
Absolutely. So that was our contributing back to the community. But at that point, we heard somebody speaking about owning our own nonprofit, and none of us back then knew anything about doing that. We were both coming from business world, but really resonated with us of the money that we were already giving. The possibility of doing more with that, the same kind of money. But we look at the nonprofits, existing nonprofits back then in the Broward County in Palm Beach, and they were doing amazing work. So we didn't want to reinvent the wheel of any of the work that they were already doing. So we just look at it like, what can we do to support those amazing nonprofits? And one thing led to another, and we came across national organization called Good 360. There is our liaison between what we do now and, let me backtrack a little bit. So what we do right now is we support local nonprofits by providing them with essential products that they need for their nonprofits and their people that they help at deeply discounted or for free.
What kinds of products are we talking about?
So anything you can find, and the retailers that we partner with is Walmart, Amazon, CVS, Nike, Old Navy, just to name a few. So anything you can find this at the stores, we have it. So we partner up with retail stores, and any kind of products that they would thrown away and go to the landfill, we take it to our nonprofit and redistribute those donations to our nonprofits that are partners with us.
Amazing.
So anything clothes, shoes, flooring, small appliances, furniture, absolutely everything, mattresses, anything other than food.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Thank you. As I go with the story, if you have any questions, just please stop me as you do, because I know it's kind of unique concepts and not a lot of people can understand right away. It takes somebody to walk into the warehouse and it's like, oh, okay, that's what you guys do.
Gotcha.
So currently we serve over 650 members of local 650 nonprofits that we have in between Broward and Palm Beach County. So there are our members that they get to come into our warehouses. We have 2 warehouses, one in West Palm Beach and one in Pompano Beach.
Okay.
So they get to come in and pick up the products that they need for the nonprofits, pennies on the dollar, and that saves them money that they can put directly back into their programs, help more clients, and spread their services in more areas.
Wow.
So in the last 13 years, we were able to save over $10 million to those nonprofits, and that's the money directly going back to their programs and helping their serve more people. And at the same time, we kept over 10 million pounds of mostly brand new merchandise going to the landfill. So reducing the landfill waste. So
it's a double whammy. You're helping all these people, and at the same time, you're helping the environment at the same time.
Yes. Wow. Okay. So actually, as serving as a let's say bridge between for-profit and non-for-profit sectors, we are able to create triple win scenario where we save money to nonprofits. We kept the landfill waste from going to the landfill, and for profit businesses, we help them to reduce their disposal costs and give them tax benefits.
Okay.
So it's a triple win for everybody.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
We like to be creative.
So you're also a successful broker associate with Douglas Elliman. So how in the world do you find time to manage all of what you're doing with Morningday, but also be a successful real estate salesperson? I mean, how in the world are you doing this? This is obviously real estate's paved the way for you to harness those entrepreneurial skills, and certainly given you what you needed through the real estate world in order to start the nonprofit. But what is it like to balance all of that, and how do you find the time?
Chris, team and teamwork. It's all about the team, right? People in place. And we're very blessed to find the people in our community that are absolutely amazing, and they're connected to our mission and believe in the purpose of our nonprofit, and just incredible what they can do with when all minds are on the same page, what people can do together. And as we started nonprofit 13 years ago, it was just me and my partner and a couple other people that we hired. But within a few years, it was just grew so much that we were not able to handle it on our own. So we needed a bigger team, and we were really lucky, or we selected the right people that today, if we are gone, we know that this mission of ours will continue for years to come because of the structure that we put in place, and the right people that believe in the mission, and they're truly there to make a difference in the community. So it's a team and teamwork, and it's the same for real estate, Right. Probably know that to be successful realtor, you have to have a successful people and like-minded people around you.
All about
people that you can call 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Real estate never sleeps. So you need to have an attorney that you can call, a mortgage person, and inspector, contractors.
Right.
Amazing managing broker. In my case, those are all the people that are really, really helping me in my business. So team and teamwork.
Fantastic. So obviously you've had a lot of big wins with Morningday and the people that you're helping and the nonprofits that you're helping. What's the most rewarding story that you can share with us that made you really feel like you were making a difference in South Florida?
Yeah, there was one story that I keep talking about. I don't know why, but it really impacted me or really touched my heart. And it's this lady who her own life experience got really connected or resonated with homeless people.
Okay.
And right now she has 2 bosses that go to Palm Beach and West Palm Beach and Broward County and give showers to homeless people. And because of our clothing that we offer that she was able to acquire. Not only she gave 30,000 showers to homeless people in the last couple of years, but she was also able to provide them with brand new outfits.
Oh, wow.
And she wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for the savings and the access to super discounted clothing at MCS.
Right.
So for me, I just can only imagine what it would be to live on the street and not only have somebody that offers you a shower, but right after you get to put the brand new clothing. And it just goes so far of telling that person that there's somebody who cares and is there to support them with whatever they're dealing at that point of their life.
And that they're valued.
Yeah, and there is another, absolutely. And there's another story that I might cry when I talk about it. I don't know why, but I get super emotional. It was a few years ago that we work with underprivileged teenagers. It was one of the groups that they chose, like several teenagers that they can come into their warehouse. We give them a $200 voucher, which if you take it to Target or Walmart, it's equivalent to $1,000 or if not more. So they can come in and use that money towards whatever they need. So it was several girls, and most of them, they were just shopping for clothing and makeup and anything that teenage girls would want to have.
Right.
And there was one teenage girl who came up to me and she gave me that voucher and she said, I don't want anything, but I want to get this mattress for my mom so she doesn't sleep on the floor anymore.
Oh, wow.
And that just I just broke to tears because it was just this teenage girl. As I was thinking I was helping, but she really opened my eyes to the heroes that we live around and we have no idea. No
idea. And here she is suffering herself, and all she could think about was just getting her mom off the floor.
Absolutely. And those are kids who are absolutely have, not much to begin with.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
She's going to end up being a realtor one day so she can give back.
Oh, I hope so. She'll be an amazing one, just connecting to the people's needs.
Right. Well, let's get you off the crying. Let's. Now I'm starting to get all teared up as well. So how about if you give us 3 tips on how realtors like you can move forward towards giving back to their community?
Do it. Those are 3 tips.
Yeah, those are the 3 tips. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. It's really about recognizing the community's needs, whatever that is, and whatever connects to your heart, or whatever you resonate with, either it's education or kids or animals. Like we all have something special in our heart that we connect more than others. And so just really recognize those needs and not necessarily maybe opening your own nonprofit right away, because I'm not going to say that it's easy.
Right.
However, any help helps. So either it's contacting these existing nonprofits that are already serving the cause that you were connecting with, and either by volunteering or giving money or even serving on their board, anything helps to those people. So if you don't know what it is, just look what do you usually complain about and the needs in the community and look in there. And instead of wasting the energy of complaining about it, see if you can talk to the local government and do something about it to help our community.
Right. So if you guys are listening and you happen to be a local South Florida realtor, member of RWorld, or just happen to be in the area, RWorld does sponsor and support many, many charities here in South Florida. So if you want to give back, it is super easy to get involved. You could be in one of our back to school drives, our Women in Distress drive. I mean, there are so many things that we do to give back, including Broward Partnership for the Homeless. I myself happen to serve on the Broward Housing Council, trying to come up with solutions for housing affordability, for homeless issues, things like that we can take up to the county commission. But like you said, it is really easy. If you just call any one of the nonprofits in your area and anywhere that you live in the country, reach out to one of the nonprofits. They're always looking for volunteers. It could be somebody to work their thrift store outlet, or you could do one of the Habitat for Humanity builds, or volunteer at the Habitat Restore. I mean, there's tons and tons of ways.
And look for volunteers all the time.
Okay, yeah, reach out to Kasia and she'll put you to work.
100%, you got a guarantee. But you know what? When I look back, when I started any kind of nonprofit work, I was thinking it's like I was also a greeter at my church that I go to, and I'm like, does it really make a difference? It does make a difference. A smile and a handshake and a good word to somebody, it goes long way. So
Absolutely.
Volunteering and just sharing and if there's something that you're passionate about and there's not any organization in the area that's already doing, talk to the people, share about your passion that you have, and you might find somebody who is passionate about the same things, and you can come up with some great nonprofit.
And, volunteering is a really fantastic way to network and meet new people at the same time. I mean, I've met so many people through volunteer builds, beach cleanups, people that, share the same passions that you do.
Absolutely.
And it's a fantastic way to make friends and meet, obviously, new colleagues. And sometimes those colleagues become customers.
100%. And as I was talking about team and teamwork being part of great success of our nonprofit, volunteers, we wouldn't have done it without them. We receive around 3,000 pallets annually that we have full of products that we have to source through and organize in our warehouse. And a lot of that, we have amazing volunteers who come in on a daily basis. Some of them have been with us for years.
Okay.
A lot of school students, they come in during the summer to do their community hours. And through them, they really help us to make the magic happen and have the products on the shelves for the nonprofits to come in and pick the items that they need.
Fantastic.
So go volunteers.
Okay. Yeah, go volunteers. Do you have any projects, new projects on the horizon, or any future plans to sort of grow and scale Morningday? Is this getting bigger for you?
All the time, just because the need continues. It was fascinating, but the CNBC report, they just released a few months ago, and they stated that just in 2020, there was almost 11% of all the merchandise purchased online are returns. In just 1 year, that grew to almost 17%, which was equal to $761 billion of merchandise being returned annually. And they're predicting that this will grow to $1 trillion problems for retailers annually as the e-commerce continues to grow.
Because they think all these things are being consumed, and then little do they know
the returns most of the time, the retailers are not in the business of returns, so it's just a headache for them. So the easiest way to do is to throw away, go to the landfill, and that has a huge impact on our environment. And on the other hand, you have the nonprofits who are looking for items all the time so they can help their clients.
Wow.
So the sweater that you bought yesterday and you returned it, that's $1 trillion problem.
And it ends up going in the landfill.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know that you are busy with Morningday, so I do have one final question for you that I ask everybody who's on the show. Tell us about a little Florida gem that you absolutely love. Something that you love about living in South Florida. It could be a restaurant, a favorite beach spot, a park. Tell us something that you absolutely love about South Florida.
I don't know if they're little. My favorite things to do is definitely the walk that we have, the pathway, the sidewalk that we have along our beach in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
And I love the little tiny coffee shops that are popping out in that area. My favorite restaurants are probably Elvis and Louis Bassi that I go to.
Oh, Louis Bassi is so cool.
Yes. You
know that there's a spot up here in downtown West Palm Beach called Elisabeta's. And it's actually the same people that have Louis Bassi. It was weird because I went into the hallway on the way to the restroom, and I saw these pictures on the wall. I said, I've seen this before somewhere. And next time I was at Louis Bassi, I put two and two together and realized it was the same place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great spot.
So they're probably my go-to restaurants. And there is this little coffee shop and French pastry shop, I forgot the name, that just opened or reopened on the New River.
Okay.
Villa something, I don't know, it's a French pastry.
Okay.
And I have yet to go there, but I
want a
still
little treasure
photos.
hunt, see if we can find
let's do it. I'm super excited about the growth that our community for Lauderdale is going through. It's amazing things ahead.
Awesome. Well, dziękuję bardzo.
Wow.
I will let you get back to it.
Proszę bardzo.
For those who don't know, we're speaking Polish. Thank you so much. It is such an honor to sit and talk to you. And I could tell you that our entire association is rooting for you to bring home that Good Neighbor Award. Thank you so much for what you do for our community.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you for the opportunity, really, really very much, and for what you do for realtors and our community as well. So thank you.
Thank you. Dzięki.
Dziękuję.
We'll see all of you guys right back here next week on RWorldTalk. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.